What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you all had a very Merry Christmas if you celebrated, and if not, hope you just had a great day yesterday. Now, for today, I realized that my giveaways each month, my 5 winners of 540 gems, a Void Shard, and an Epic Tome, plus my 5 winners of just 540 gems, is actually due tomorrow. So this is going to be a pretty time-restrained video, but if you want to enter, I'm going to need you to do 2 things. 1, copy this code, paste it down below. Now, I can't guarantee if you just paste that down below in your comment that you won't be flagged by YouTube and hidden from my comment section. So add an extra comment alongside that, and I will get you guys entered into there to win. Now, I'll try to announce the winner, but I have to submit them by tomorrow, so it's gonna be a very short time frame. So if you see this video, go ahead and post it down below. If it's been over, say, 24 hours, 2 days, I wouldn't even worry about trying to enter because it's already been drawn for. But also, in your comment, if you want to, you can add what was the favorite thing that you either gave for Christmas or received for Christmas yesterday if you did that. And if not, you can just throw in whatever other comments you want. Just add something to it. Now, for me, that would be my kids getting digital cameras from one of their grandparents. Now, my boys are 5 and 3, so they're not very old. They didn't get a fancy digital camera. But when I was a kid, I'm pretty sure there was no way I was going to get a digital camera for Christmas because the prices would have been insane. But each one of these cameras, I believe, was like $35. But these things come with, well, of course, the camera, so taking pictures, taking videos. We have games on it. We have a snake game, like some basic block pushing games. But it has like a 32 gigabyte micro SD card. I'm like, daggone, that is crazy. When I was a kid, there's not a chance. And I'm not even that old. But when I was a kid, there wasn't even a chance I was going to get that. And especially not with that much storage. And alongside that, TV prices are so much different from when I was young. I mean, a 75-inch TV, I've been debating about getting, but they're pretty reasonable, it seems. Like 400 to 5. That's like a chunk of Void Shards, right? Like Void Shards and Primal Shards, you could buy some of those, or you could buy a massive 75-inch TV, basically. Now, when I was a kid, there's not a single chance that was going to happen. I feel like they were like $3,000 or more. Who knows? I wasn't in the market for one then, but either way, prices on things have come down so much, and they're just so different with the prices on technology in general. But that's beside the point. That's not the focus of today's video. What I wanted to do is, 1, give you guys a video to enter the giveaway, but I also wanted to look at this video that I did yesterday, which was talking about the account giveaway we're doing. Actually, a lot of giveaways going on right now. So we have the giveaway for tomorrow for the gems you can enter. We have this account giveaway that'll be drawn Monday. There'll be a giveaway on my King Arthur channel. I'll leave that link down below as well if you want to jump over there and sub. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers over there, I'll be doing a $50 giveaway. We're getting relatively close, actually, 760. So feel free to do that. But this video, I asked players to let me know what their biggest game-changing or account-changing things that happened this year for them was in the game. I figured it'd be a pretty interesting thing to actually read. Before we get into those, my biggest account-changing thing this year was, it could just be like a recency bias, but it was probably pulling Crixia, honestly. I pulled her a few months ago. When I first got her, she is still my only lockout champion in my entire account. So we do other effects, negative effects, increase, I don't know, what would it even be? Positive effects? No. I don't know what that would be considered. Increase cooldowns? Increase skill cooldown, there we go. So other than like Basher being a lockout champion, and then some other like odd and end lockout champions, she is my only actual lockout champion. Now there's only 3 that I know of that's just straight lockout, no other conditions required. Crixia, Yumiko, and Warlord. I could be forgetting some, but those are the only 3 I can think of. So Crixia, Yumiko, and Warlord. Yumiko and Warlord are both voids. Crixia is obviously a mythical champion, very difficult to get. I had a 5-star soul for her, and it was awesome. I actually pulled her of my only mythical I've pulled so far. So it was a huge game-changing thing for me. And then getting this weapon for her, reroll, or I didn't reroll this actually, I just leveled it up. It went to the essentially quintuple roll into speed. It's basically a pair of speed boots on a weapon. Absolutely crazy in protection set. Was able to push her speed up quite high. Now, if I was to get a 6-star soul, that'd be even better. But a 5-star soul on her is very good, having pulled that in the past. So that's awesome stuff. Now, for where I use her, I'm actually using her in Live Arena a ton. Huge fan of her in Live Arena. And then I'm actually using her in Hydra last week, which could just be being lazy, so I just threw her in here. But last week I used this team right here. I used Crixia plus Trenda. Also, a Trenda being a 6-star soul that I pulled earlier this year. I didn't buy any souls for her from the shop. It was just, I got lucky and pulled a 6-star soul. That could also be one of my biggest account changing things this year because that unlocked so much more Hydra damage for me. But these two, having Crixia just essentially resetting the Trunda, it's not perfect, but because she's so fast, she does get around to quite a few resets for the Trunda, and it lines up pretty well. It's pretty auto-friendly. I did 666 million damage last Hydra with this team. I think I could push 700 million without too much changing of the gear. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And having Crixia in here is pretty awesome. And her second form is what I use her in. She gets some boosted speed. She also gets this A2 skill that block debuffs and increase resistance. And apparently she's not booked. What the heck? Did I actually not book that second form at all? No, this is a extra. Whoa. Why? Probably because I have no books. No mythical books, guys. Well, I may have to change that because that would make actually a pretty big difference. Having this on a 3-turn cooldown with this turn meter boost plus this on a 5-turn cooldown, that would be pretty sweet. Trunda's A2 skill is on a 4-turn cooldown, so maybe I can get them to line up a little bit better, but I may have to book that out. She's one of the few mythical champions who you can actually book out both forms, and it makes pretty good sense, especially since I'm using her in Hydra as well. Now, let's read everybody else's or some of the other people's comments as far as what their biggest account changing thing was this year. 538 comments, that is a lot. So up first we have, biggest change for me this year was finally getting a 2-key Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss team thanks to Duchess. That is actually a very common theme throughout this, is a lot of people, their biggest account changing thing was pulling a Duchess. My Duchess build, a 6-piece stone skin, not doing much for Clan Boss, but massive congratulations to, I'm not even going to try to butcher these names, but massive congratulations, dude. Then we have Netheril has been a game changer for my account, helping me crush dungeons and improve my efficiency and progressing as a free-to-play player. His stuns and turn meter control, previously impossible stages achievable for me. So massive congrats to him. Netheril, Michael, it's awesome, dude. Netheril is a really cool champion for the arena and dungeons, like you said. Nice. He has some poisons on his A1 too, right? Maybe you could throw him in Clan Boss? I don't know. I forget. I'm pretty sure there's some poisons on that A1 skill. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Either way, let's see the next comment. Wally started playing Raid a year ago. Biggest changes for me was getting my Myth Air Clan Boss team. It's a pretty high-speed Clan Boss team, so congratulations. Getting that done in a year is awesome. Their proper speed tune, as well as some good champs to pull. Rhodos, dang, and a Crisia, as well as getting your Arbiter to 337 speed. That is really cool because, like I said, Myth Air is a pretty high-speed team, if I recall. It's like pushing 300 into Mytha, but if you also have your Arbiter at 337, and you got a Rhodos and a Crisia, you got a really good setup for an account. Biggest change for me this year was pulling a Crisia and Thor fusion. Your Hydra team just skyrocketed, dude. Sharaf 30? It unlocks so many things for me and just skyrocketed my account. I feel like when I pronounce some of these names, it's the same way people feel when they look at my name. Tyraki, I don't know how to say that name. Don't worry. It doesn't even matter, guys. Getting Lysandra was pretty big game changer, allowing me to run circles around people and has helped me build teams for lots of areas. That's cool. Lysandra's awesome. It's good to see people still excited to pull her because she isn't used as much later into the game. There's a lot of better arena meta champions, but she is incredible. Actually, I think I still use her for my Dark Phase setup because that turn meter steal plus turn meter boost just makes that run so much easier. You don't have to worry about your team essentially cutting in on you again because your Lysandra just basically ruined them. Allows you to run circles around them. So DNA the walk, maybe. Merry Christmas, Ty. This year you pulled Eostrid. Congrats. I actually pulled Eostrid a while back as well. She's been fantastic absolutely everywhere for my account and pushed you to Arena Team Gold 4. It's really cool. Eostrid is a sneaky speed booster. I feel like I see her in live arena pretty often. People will throw in Arbiter and they'll have an Eostrid as well. I've actually seen some Eostrids well over 400 speed, but her speed boost, turn meter boost, is less than Arbiter's, but she also places the increased speed. It's more than Siphi's turn meter boost, which I believe is at 10%. This is at 30%. So Siphi's is, I believe, at 10%. Yeah, 10%. So Eostrid has a 15% plus the increased speed, plus she gets an extra turn to do a decreased speed on the enemy team. So she brings a lot of really cool stuff, plus that weaken, and as long as, and a decrease. I didn't even realize she did that. Decreases the turn meter of all enemies. So yeah, it's even better. She's kind of like I guess kind of a Lysandra built into this kit as well. Very powerful PvP champion, very powerful for Hydra, very solid overall champion all around. She was a fusion champion, so I missed out on it, unfortunately, but I'm super glad to have pulled her as well, just like Nixo. I took most of the year off and returned in November and found the best clan that's active, and now I'm back at it. So far, my biggest moment was being part of an active clan that help each other out and work together. Brings another feel to the game. I think this is one of the biggest things for a lot of players. Maybe they don't realize it, but having an active clan that communicates and works towards the same goal, whether it's working towards pushing high-end content, maybe you're all trying to work towards winning in Siege, winning in Chimera, winning in Hydra Clash, whatever it may be, if you're all working together, it feels so much more satisfying, whether you actually win or if you're trying so hard and you lose. A loss, whenever you've all tried hard and you've put together good effort, a loss doesn't feel as bad as if some players are contributing, some players are not. If you know everybody gave their effort and all the expectations were met, a loss isn't that bad. But if you have some of the clan wanting to push high-end content, some of the clan not ready to, you got a mismatch of expectations, then the clan just starts to feel like a lot of tension. It's just not a really good feeling. So one big thing is try to look for a good clan. There's tons of clusters out there. I'm in the OC cluster, the Omega Centauri, but there's tons of other clans in that cluster. There's a lot of big clusters out there. So spend some time, join the official Raid Discord server and see what clans are out there. You can probably find one that's awesome for you and can help you get some more enjoyment out of the game as well, for whatever you're at in the game. Then we have Merry Christmas Dude. Duchess was the game changer I needed this year. See, another Duchess. Open up Gold 5 Arena and push me into all the hard mode dungeon. That's awesome. Catmaster Flex. Let's see how many Duchesses are commented here. 6. So we have Duchess there. Duchess was help me in the arena. Awesome RWC. We have biggest change in my account this year was when I pulled a Taras and a Duchess. Dang, dude, all your luck, I think, was used in those few days. Within a few days of each other, I was about to quit Raid because I was so stalled on so many things, and they pulled me back in. Thanks for your content. This would be a fun account. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun account to play around, whoever wins. But those are some awesome pulls there. Taras plus Duchess. So Arena just skyrocketed for him. Ashton Icon? Merry Christmas to all. I love the endless possibilities of combinations of champs you can use in this game. I would love this account to test what's possible and can be done. Okay, sweet. Get your creative juices flowing non-stop. Roger Rabbit, you're right. I feel like he needs a Razovarg. Duchess was the biggest changer for me. Instantly took me further in every area of the game. Helped me complete Nightmare Campaign. Sweet. That More to Macabre stage was very annoying. And get Gold Arena and compete in Doom Tower. I'm not going to read too many more of these. Let's scroll to the bottom. Let's see. Okay, Hans Derill. What an account. Thanks a lot to the owner. Oh, that's a biggest change for me this year was summoning Volcanos, who enabled you to beat so many areas. I wonder what other Demon Spawn champions this player has. Liam Kilgore. Biggest change for me this year was pulling Armand's. Yeah, he even changed his profile picture to Armand's. Shot way up in the arena. A lot of players love, actually, I feel like most players love Armand's, but then hate to face him. They love to use him, can't stand to face him. Great video. Most changing thing for me was Wallmaster. Yes, Wallmaster, also huge for me. From the Prism Shards, helped a lot in a lot of areas. He was also one of my biggest. Oh, look, there's our Mythical Tomes. $40 for 6. I mean, I don't know, guys. Either way, Wallmaster was huge for me in Hydra as well. I put him in my Trunda team, my best Nightmare team, and he puts in some serious damage. I have no blessing really on him. Just a 1-star cruelty. He's not really doing much. But he's an awesome, awesome champion for sure. Pulled an Image Trunkheart. He, together with Santa, already had allowed me to complete Ultra Nightmare every day. That was game-changing for them. Awesome. Kitasak. I can't try. I'm just going to butcher it so bad, guys. But congrats on the Immic. Unfortunately, Immic stuff was kind of nerfed a while back. He was even crazier before with the taunt stuff working in Hydra and things going just awesome for him. He's still an amazing, amazing champion, but just a little bit different. He recently pulled a Newt and can now finally 2-key Nightmare Clan Boss. Just need to get a bit luckier with gear to hopefully 1-key at some point, then move to Ultra Nightmare. That's awesome. Newt is so good, Lewis. So good in so many areas. Newt is amazing. Honestly, Fire Knight without Newt is just a pain. With Newt, it becomes so easy. Okay, so the Alpha Dog, I've been playing 5 years on and off with breaks, and that account is insane. I'm still stuck on the Reach Silver 4 Tag Arena Challenge. Hope you had / have a good Christmas. Appreciate it, man. I had a great Christmas. We have Just Zig. This year I pulled Armand's and he's helped me with wave content tremendously. He's just like a cheat, basically, Zig. He's just a hack and wave content so much. Just turn off the polymorph, I've noticed, because if he's casting those polymorphs, it becomes annoying for the enemy team. Now it's annoying for me because I have to break the sheep, and then he ends up just sheeping again. Then you finally locked in and got your Sill. Sweet. So you've been trying to crack down on your faction wars. I'm now learning how to use the optimizer and get your normal dungeons done. That is really cool. Merry Christmas. The biggest changer for me was Wixwell. Thanks to him, I was able to 4-key Nightmare Clan Boss. I think you could probably 1-key it, honestly. Let's see what else he says. The extra resources made it possible for me to start saving up and hopefully do a fusion in the near future to progress even more. I also just spent 2 days nonstop farming to get bells. Very cool. He'll definitely be a great asset to your Hydra team. And if you're pretty early, could even be for arena stuff as well. Good luck to everyone. Made for games. Let's see what we could do here. So if you have a Wixwell, if you throw a shield set in your Clan Boss team, then he's going to extend the shield that he casts as well as the shield set, which is going to be awesome. And then if you have a champion who can do other effects, let's go positive effects. Let's increase buff duration. You have a lot of other champions that can do this. Just go into your inventory and see who can. Okay, we have Valerie. Valerie can extend buff duration from her A2 skill. Try to throw her or Wixwell into like a reflex or merciless set, possibly if you have it. No relentless, something like that. Keep them all pretty similar in speeds. And then just let his shield get bigger and bigger. Bring a poison champion or a geomancer. Do some do something, some damage, and you'll be fine. You'll make it all the way to whatever the turn cap is for Clan Boss. It's really high, but he's gonna have a massive shield, and everything's gonna be okay. And bring a decreased attack champion to make it a little bit easier as far as getting your shield up and online as soon as possible. But just extending those buffs and getting Wixwell to have a lower cooldown from either merciless or reflex will probably get you into a 1-key Ultra Nightmare within the next few days. And the good thing is that Valerie is actually farmable from the campaign. So right here, we can do stage 1. You can just come down here to stage 6 or 7. I think the higher stages are better for farming the rares. Higher difficulty, I'm pretty sure, is as well. But just run some of this for your daily quests, and you should eventually get a few copies of her, 1 or 2, whatever you want, and boom. Just go ahead and have a nice Clan Boss team. I see Joe Mama's comment here. Oh, okay. He said, biggest moment for me is when you drop a new live arena video. I love hearing your thought process. That's awesome. I thought when I read that, just out of the side of my eye, I thought it said the biggest moment for me was whenever I beat you in live arena, which would not be very surprising. I bet a lot of you have beat me in live arena, but I don't want to be called out in the comment section, but he didn't call me out, so I appreciate that. Now we have my biggest game changer was pulling Leorius. He's a beast. Well, he literally is, but he's an awesome champion. Congrats, BSG. Is that a duck got a knife? The duck indeed has a little knife. Yeah, that's a concerning duck. The biggest change in my account was pulling a Trenda and He-Man. Both helped me in multiple areas of the game for sure. Deer Hunter, congrats. I hope you have some sweet souls for these two champions because, man, do they get so much better. By the way, I did pull the trigger and purchase my He-Man 6-star soul, which you guys can see a video coming up very soon with some live arena content for Joe Mama. So, now, let's go and wrap this up, guys. There's no more reason to talk about more of these comments. I don't want to just drag this video on forever. If you guys want to read these comments, just jump over to that video, check it out. Jump over there yourself, enter a comment, go to the King Arthur channel, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff if you want to enter as many possible chances for giveaways. And of course, in this video, drop your player code down below. Or just sit back and enjoy the comments, guys. Enjoy the content of the game. Hopefully you guys are finishing out your Lady Noelle pretty well and everything's going smoothly for you. We have Sasha Zwald. Hopefully I said that right. I'm in your second year of Raid. Apart from the fusions and guaranteed champs like Mithrala, Mikage and Teox have significantly improved your progress. Yeah, they would improve mine as well. Teox specifically. I would love to have him. But Mikage plus Teox, if you have a Shadowkin, like you have an Oboro with like the highest crit damage on your team, these two will be popping off so many attacks being joined in from her. Crazy stuff. Finally got Mithrala and she was able to get and able to get stock during the fusion. Both are not built yet, but got Mithrala to 50 with masteries and booked. Has given you a big boost. Good luck, everyone. It's an awesome display. But all right, guys, thank you all very much for watching. Appreciate it. We have tons of comments to go through. It is cool seeing some of this stuff, what the biggest changes for people's account was. I wonder what any negative comments say. Can we go to the very bottom and see any negative comments? Zoom out a little bit. It may be too far down there. Mithrala was your biggest game changer. Awesome. Shane, very cool. Let's see. Mithrala actually pops up quite a bit as well, for real. Biggest game changer for me was Queen Fusion and King Guaranteed. Yes, Narcisse and Ancora. Stuck in Silver 2. Them two taking up a team. And Armand's in another. Now chilling Gold 2. Which, speaking of, I wonder, the free champions we've gotten this year have been absolutely game-changing for Arena specifically. But honestly, Hydra as well. I need to look at the calendar and see what all the guaranteed champions were. Because I think we've gotten some crazy, crazy stuff this year. But guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Good luck on these giveaways. And don't forget to drop your information down below to enter this one. And guys, I'll catch you in the next one.